Imagine learning English, not by memorizing boring grammar rules, not by forcing yourself to cram vocabulary lists, but by enjoying stories. Stories that make you feel something. Stories that make you curious. Stories that stay in your mind. Now here's the truth. Many people struggle to speak English fluently, not because they are not smart, but because they are using the wrong method. In today's video, I will show you how using stories can help you become fluent in English naturally, easily, and effectively. Stay with me, because this method can completely change the way you learn English. Section 1. Why stories are powerful for learning English. Let's start with a simple question. Why do we remember stories better than rules? Think about it. You might forget a grammar rule in one day, but a story you heard years ago, you still remember it clearly. That is because your brain loves stories. Stories activate your emotions, your imagination, and your memory. When you learn English through stories, you understand words in context. You remember vocabulary faster. You learn how sentences are naturally formed. You improve listening and speaking at the same time. Instead of learning English piece by piece, you learn it as a whole, and that is exactly how fluent speakers think. Section 2. How stories build your vocabulary naturally. Many learners make one mistake. They try to memorize vocabulary like this. Apple means this, run means that, beautiful means this. But the problem is, they forget quickly. Now let's look at a story example. Sarah was walking through the market when she saw a beautiful red apple. She smiled and picked it up. In this simple sentence, you see the word beautiful. You understand it without translation. You connect it to something real. This is called learning in context. When you learn words inside a story, you understand meaning naturally. You remember longer. You know how to use the word correctly. Stories don't just teach you words. They teach you how to use words. Section 3. Stories help you think in English. Fluency is not about knowing many words. Fluency is about thinking in English, without translating. And stories help you do that. When you listen to or read a story, you don't stop to translate every word. You follow the meaning. You imagine what is happening. You connect ideas. And slowly, your brain starts to think in English automatically. This is powerful, because when you think in English, you speak faster, more confidently, and more naturally. Section 4. Improving your listening skills with stories. Now, let's talk about listening. Many learners say, I can read English, but I don't understand when people speak. This happens because they don't practice listening enough. Stories solve this problem easily. When you listen to stories, you hear natural pronunciation, you understand how words connect, you get used to different speaking speeds. Start with simple stories. Listen again and again. Don't rush. Even if you don't understand everything, keep listening. Over time, your ears will adapt, and one day you will realize, I can understand English without effort. Section 5. Stories improve your speaking confidence. Here is something many people don't know. You cannot speak well if you don't hear enough English. Stories give you that input. When you listen to stories regularly, you learn sentence patterns. You learn how native speakers express ideas. You build confidence naturally. Try this. After listening to a story, repeat it. Not perfectly. Just try. This is called shadowing. You are training your mouth, your brain, and your confidence. Slowly, you will begin to speak more fluently. Section 6. How to use stories the right way. Now let me show you the correct method. Because just listening to stories is not enough. You must use them properly. Step 1. Choose the right level. Don't choose stories that are too difficult. If you don't understand anything, you will get frustrated. Start with simple stories, then gradually move to harder ones. Step 2. Listen first. Don't read, train your ears first. Listen to the story without looking at the text. Try to understand the main idea. Step 3. Listen again with the text. Now read while listening. This helps you connect sound and words. Step 4. Repeat and shadow, play the story again. Pause and repeat. Try to copy pronunciation and rhythm. Step 5. Retell the story. This is very important. After listening, try to tell the story in your own words. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just try. This builds fluency faster than anything else. Section 7. Why this method works like magic. Let's be honest. Learning English can feel hard, but stories make it enjoyable. And when something is enjoyable, you stay consistent. Consistency is the real secret, not talent, not intelligence. Consistency. Stories help you. Stay motivated. Enjoy learning practice every day, and when you practice every day, fluency becomes inevitable. Section 8. Common mistakes to avoid. Before you start, avoid these mistakes. Mistake 1. Choosing difficult stories too early. Start simple. Build gradually. Mistake 2. Trying to understand every word. Focus on the meaning, not perfection. Mistake 3. Not repeating repetition is key. One story, many times, is better than many stories once. Mistake 4. Not speaking. Don't just listen. Speak. Repeat. Retell. That's how fluency grows. Section 9. Daily routine using stories. Here is a simple daily plan. Morning, 10 to 15 minutes. Listen to a short story. Afternoon, 10 minutes. Listen again with text. Evening, 10 to 15 minutes. Repeat and shadow. Night, 5 to 10 minutes. Retell the story. That's it. Simple, powerful, effective. If you do this every day, your English will improve faster than you expect. Section 10. Final motivation. Let me tell you something important. You don't need expensive courses. You don't need complicated grammar books. You don't need to be perfect. What you need is the right method. Consistency, patience, stories give you all three. So start today. Pick a simple story. Listen, enjoy, repeat, and speak. And one day, you will speak English fluently, naturally, confidently. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful English learning methods. And remember, fluency is not a dream. It is a result of daily practice. I'll see you in the next video. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep believing in yourself.